Good afternoon. My name's Rodney Glover. I'm the candidate for governor for Florida. By now, we've all heard voting's not going to help. We're not going to vote our way out of these problems. Things have gotten too bad. We need to restart the whole system. You know what's interesting is some people have said, why even try? Did you know what's most interesting is in Florida's Constitution, which I have brought up multiple times. Florida's Constitution says, if you guys would unite, this is paraphrasing. This is not paraphrasing is not saying exactly what the words are, but getting down to what they mean. Article 11, Section 3 pretty much says, if you guys work together, you can change any problem that you have. And it's almost daring to see if you would work together. I came in front of you to present exactly that. You have an opportunity and have had an opportunity to put forth candidates, not have candidates given to you, but to actually be able to listen to the candidates and put a candidate on the ballot. Instead, we continue to let candidates put themselves on the ballots. You don't have to have citizen input. They're just going to pop up there because they could afford to pay the $15,000 to put themselves on the ballot. I have citizens that say, hey, you've got to get your message out to more people. That means that you just need to share it. That's all that means. There are polls that aren't even national. There aren't even statewide polls that just pop up all over the internet right now talking about the candidate. It's the propaganda piece that says, here is how the race is going. That's the propaganda piece. The idea that you have the ability to do what's best for yourselves as long as you work together. That's what the Constitution of Florida says. Article 11, Section 3. 808,000 of you get together. You could change the Florida Constitution to what you want it to be. You just won't do it. Then you have citizens that say all hope is lost without even trying what's available to you. This is our problem. We won't try what's available to us. And then we complain when we don't do what's available to us, when we don't put forth the candidates that are going to do the things that are going to matter to us. If you were to have a governor like me in the governor's seat, and I were to say, let's put an amendment in the Constitution that says that when we think about progress in this state, when we think about inflation in this state, we think about rent in this state, we think about insurance in this state, we need to ensure that the wages that happen in this state are able to stand the test of what we bring to this state. This means if anything needs to happen in the state of Florida, that we have to consider if our citizens can financially keep up with those changes. If they cannot financially keep up with those changes in a meaningful way that's going to be helpful, we will not implement. Now you can see how having the type of power that unity would give if you would get behind each other and unify would matter. That's the structure that I'm trying to put in place. But that structure only works if you're educated enough to understand that, hey, first and foremost, we do have a means of making change. That's the number one thought. There is a means. The hardest part is, how do we get people who would ultimately want to see other people not be successful to get behind something that would create a pathway for everyone to be successful? This is where my campaign is right now. It's saying we all have the opportunity to put in a structure that is beneficial for everyone, that everyone has access to. And we want to limit that to parties. Either my party is going to be in charge or your party is going to be in charge. But everybody having access to the ability to do the best you can, we don't want. And that's where I'm asking you to take a minute to educate yourselves. Go to glover2026.com. Go look at the article. Go look at the plan and the structure that I'm trying to put in place. you will see that it is not for either party, it's for every citizen. And you must work together. And at every stage in this state's government structure, you will now have access to utilize that unity to get the things that are necessary to ensure that at minimum, citizens are taken first seriously, not corporations, not special interests, but American citizens. But it really stands on whether or not you are willing to unify outside of red and blue, outside of Democrat and Republican, and whether or not you are ready to put aside the characteristics, the physical character distances that we've put in place to say that whether or not you are black, whether or not you are white, whether or not you are man or woman is what will stop you from helping one another. This is just where we are today. So there doesn't need to be hope because it's written in the Constitution. The structure's there to get ourselves out of it. Whether or not you help pass this along or not, this information, it's available. Glover2026.com if you would like to be a part of change or just keep riding the train that we're riding. It's always taking us to the same place. Except for some of us, it's going to continue to get worse. And it will get worse. Just like that $4.39 gas that's right up the road from where I live at right now. It's going to get worse. Just like all the broken promises that get made by all of these candidates that will not tell you the exact plan to guarantee the promises they make. I guarantee you that we can put in an amendment in the Constitution. I guarantee it, as long as we have citizens that are willing to vote for it. And I believe we do have it. It's just getting this message out and ensuring that the right people hear it. Help us by helping me become governor of Florida. Thank you very much.